All right. Happy Tuesday, happy Tuesday. What a day, man. We were able to still a little time in out here, man. It's still got a little coolness in the air. As the sun going down, man. We still bumping this cold gear Under Armour. Yes, sir. We're not gonna hold you long, but hey, let me. We talk about this red pill a lot, and we don't really talk about the results. Or how do you grasp on to that red pill? Because if you look inside the Matrix, the movie there, the first time when once Neo got that red pill, he just before he got the information and he just couldn't. It was just mind-boggling him. He could not believe the machines were feeding on people, babies and grown people. It just it's for energy source. It just couldn't get into his mind. But he has got to that point. The next point was for him, it was his choice. One Morpheus' choice. It was his choice to take that red pill to come out of the Matrix. And folks, once we do, as humans, take this red pill, meaning we have some knowledge up here. We got some knowledge of him. Some things that we were doing down here, practicing with our family tradition. Or into some other avenues of trying to reach the Almighty. Hello. And I'm talking about this African ancestor stuff, the Egyptian ancestor stuff. You're trying to use it as a spiritualism, an avenue to him, but if you're not careful, it's an avenue to the demon. But once you come to that point and you realize, hey, that now you got peer pressure on you. And that's any time when you coming out of something and you reaching for him. Again, once you take this red pill, what do you do? How do you, because there's going to be some combatants down here. Some of these, the demon don't want to let you go. They're going to grab her and they come in the form of husband, wives, girlfriend, boyfriends, family members. Once you come out of something, and I call it this, a cesspool of stuff that has nothing to do with him, but that was the front game. See, or it had everything to do with you. And you able to make your own choices and decisions, yeah, to some degree. But you can't save yourself. Who told you that? Nobody but the demon. We're always going to have to rely on the Almighty. So what do you do, folks? How hard is it? Hello? How hard is it to come out of that? To maneuver? You've been believing in something for so long and you done put so much stock into it. Yeah, because see, everybody was doing it. All of your friends, you're in this little circle, the perfect circle. And it seems all right, but something in your mind is telling you, like it told Neo, something ain't right. He had to follow the rabbit to the rabbit hole and get the truth. And he did. That's when he found Morpheus. And Morpheus gave him a choice to take the blue pill or the red pill. The red pill, you stay in the Matrix. This rat race. You biting on this pencil, but you think it's a juicy steak. But at the end, when you start to swallow the steak, when you swallow the pencil, there's lead and wood. So you choke up. And you end up dead 30 seconds. He didn't want that. He wanted the truth. And once his eyes were open, he was able to free other minds. That's the key, folks. Once you find out truth, you're able to free other minds. And you can see what you was doing back here or down here. It wasn't getting to him. It wasn't pleasing him. Hello. We were actually pleasing ourselves and others. Again, who's the puppet master in your life? Are you Pinocchio? The wooden boy? The wooden girl? Or you Pinocchio the human? Yeah. The man or the woman. I'm the real Pinocchio. I'm 3D. I'm dimensional. I'm human. I'm not wood. Nobody's controlling me but him through the spirit and through this word. Hello, folks. This is real out here. So what do you do? I'm almost done. You got to be strong, folks. You got to know when to hold and when to fold. Hello. And you got to be strong. You got to tell people, hey, look here. I got to follow the I am. The self-existing one, the creator who created me in his image. Hello. I got to follow him. I got to get to the source, because right through here, I'm running through some things. I'm running through some problems. And what I'm in right now, it wasn't holding me. It had my joy down. I was happy perhaps things are going well, but when things were not going well, my joy has been stolen. It has been ripped from me. I can't see for the forest full of trees. I'm blinded by some stuff out here. I've been controlled by some humans. Hello? Talk to me, folks. Talk to me. You're going to have to break away from family members sometimes. That's what the book said. See, the book got you covered. Any man or woman put his family, his mama and daddy, sister, brother, auntie, grandmama, great-granddaddy, great-grandmama, cousins, all these people before him, me, he says, you're not worthy for the definite article, kingdom. So these humans don't count, folks, when it comes to the inside of you. Not this body, but the inside of you. And somewhat of this body, because you start getting used, the body gets used, and see the demon, he sits back and he clap because somebody else is in control. So I say this, folks, and I gotta get out of here. Coming to get on this red pill, it's gonna feel like a half a building is off your shoulders. You're gonna be able to maneuver. You're gonna feel some freedom. Because you're gonna come to the completion of knowing I'm doing something different and better now than I used to do. And then I'm gonna tell you something, you're gonna start seeing his blessings. His blessings start helping you out. You're gonna start seeing doors open. You're gonna start seeing some things getting shielded, because you're gonna be on a path now. Not an unbeaten path, or a beaten path, I would say. But you're on a path. And this ain't gonna be all how can everybody says that, you know, ice cream and cake and all that, but it's gonna be rocky. But it's gonna be some smooth spot as well. And it's not gonna go off of perhaps of you being happy, because you're gonna have some joy with you. And that's everlasting joy. You're gonna have some strength because you're not dealing with this other stuff. You're not pressured down. But the key point is breaking the barrier. These folk gonna be talking in your ear. Why come you doing this? Why come you ain't with that number? Why come you ain't? First of all, it ain't none of your business. It's between me and the Almighty. What I say is between me and the Almighty. So that backs the demon down a little bit. Now you can stick your chest out. Well, what made you change all of a sudden? That guy you fooling with, or that girl you fooling with? Hell, it's all. So everybody want to put it on something physical. No, but this is what you say. No, this is the spiritual point in my life. I had to get in this book. What? The white man book? White man, black man, green man book. Hey, I had to find some things out for myself. And now, and if you got to take some time off from some people, then do that, folks. But you got to get yourself stable, because they're going to come. Because they came to the Messiah. The demon came to the Messiah. Soon he come up out of the water, he came straight to him. Oh yeah, tempted him. Trying to use his body against him. Yeah, man, I know you hungry up here, man. Why don't you turn these stones into some bread, man, and eat? Well, come on, let me show you this city up here. I own all of this. This can be yours. You ain't got to really say nothing. Just bow your head a little bit. Oh, he was hurting him hard. But what did the Messiah tell him? He said, hey, look here, we just don't live off of bread alone, but every word proceeded. That means that proceeded is continuing to come out. It's going to keep on coming out. Ain't nothing going to stop it coming out of the mouth of the Almighty. And that's this word. That's why they call it the living word. It can't be shut up. It can't be shut down. Can't be shut out. Can't be put out. Oh, Jeremiah said, good. The prophet says, like fire shut up in my bones. And see, that's the power that you need. That's what you need going through here, folks, when you break away from this mess down here. Some of this, a lot of garbage, a lot of tradition. These horoscopes. Hello, don't need that. I ain't knocking nobody with a bunch of tattoos, but you don't need that to know who you are, where you coming from. You need him. That's all. I don't have none. Hello. I know where I come from. I know where I'm going. And I know what I've been through. I don't need a man or nobody to pat me on my back. He's all the pat on the back I need. Once you get into that kingdom, hey man, look here, it's a whole different ball game. Folks gonna start thinking something wrong with you. He crazy, he think he this, he think he that. Well, hey, that's people talking. Like I said, the great Sam Smith, trust in the Almighty and check everything. I mean everything else. And folks, you're gonna get cut through this battle coming up out of something. You're gonna be like Joseph when that woman was grabbing after him. He had to come up out of his coat. He had to come on up out of his coat and let her have that coat. He had to come up out of his coat so she couldn't trap him in. And folks, people gonna use everything. If it's a relationship, they gonna use the sex on you. Who you gonna find to do this and that and the other? Anybody else gonna be? They gonna use everything they can to try to keep you in. But remember, call on him. I gotta get out of here. It's like the Battle of Mount Carmel. Yeah. Oh yeah. Elijah, there, all those other prophets that God folks were following up, that they was misleading them. They had a battle up there. Hello. Elijah come up with a good one. He said, I tell you what, all these false prophets up here, I tell you, we're gonna have a contest. All these gods y'all calling on and whatever God y'all serving up here. So we're gonna have a contest. I said, between your God and my God, we're gonna have a contest. We're gonna build an altar, fresh altar. Then we're gonna cut a trench around it, about this thick, about 6 inches thick, all the way around out the ground. We're gonna put a sacrifice on the altar. We're gonna wet it down with water, not with gas, not nothing flammable, but with straight up water. And we're gonna fill up the trench with water. And whoever God shall burn up the sacrifice, that's who we're gonna serve this day. Well, Elijah gave them the chance to go ahead and call on their God or their gods. They kept calling, nothing happened, nothing happened. I'm coming out of here, folks, I'm coming out of here. Then Elijah, he kind of made a joke out of it. He said, man, y'all must be asleep somewhere. And guess what they did? They come out, they put out some stones and knives. They start cutting themselves, bleeding and hollering, trying to get the God to come burn up that altar. It still didn't happen. Elijah still thought he must be on a pre-adventure somewhere. He folks just still hollering and bleeding. And guess what? Enough is enough, Elijah said. He said, let me bring this thing to an end. And he called, who Elijah called on the name of the Almighty, the self-existent one, Yahweh. Oh yeah. Oh man, Yahweh. And then he called on that man, called on Jehovah. He called on him. And what happened, folks? Fire coming from the heavens. Not only burned up the sacrifice that was on the altar, it took the water out of the trenches, up out of the water, burn up the altar. Everybody was astonished. They knew what they had said before the contest. We're going to serve whoever God burns up that altar. So here's the thing. What did they do with those false prophets out there? Can't do this now. But they cut all their heads off so they wouldn't be misleading God's folk. Folks, this is real out here. We got to get this is in the book, folks. Look this stuff up. Watch who we're following, what we're doing. And if it ain't leading you to the Almighty, it's leading you to the demon back here. Stay up out here, folks. We can do this thing. You can make it when you take the red pill. You got to just cross over. It might be some snares and some scars you're gonna collect, but that means you're gonna be free. Hello, you have your freedom then. Yeah, it kind of reminds me of that movie Gladiator. Win the crowd, you win your freedom. Stay up out here, folks. Till next time.